SAMSA's involvement with the National Boat Show is essentially for one reason. National Boat Show has the highest number of boaters coming in, feet through the exhibition floor than any given boat show, particularly for one reason. Most of the boaters are inland, and as you know, towards the end of the festive season, the working period, most holiday makers go to the water, our various waterways, whether the beach or the marinas, various marinas throughout the country. Now, in terms of numbers, the number is highest here in Gauteng. I guess maybe for economic reasons. I mean, we're the economic hub of Africa. There's a lot of money, and people go towards the beach. So our sponsorship for this boat show particularly is for that reason, so that we can reach the number of boaters who are at this stage planning for the holidays, so that by the time they go on holiday, they know what are the things that they're supposed to be doing to be compliant. And essentially we're pushing the message of compliance, getting your skipper's license. It's no longer a hand-me-down. Your father was a skipper, you were taught how to skip a boat, so you don't think you need a license. That's one. Two, you need to have your boat licensed as well. The same way as you cannot buy a unroadworthy car, you need your boat to be licensed. And the licensing procedure also includes those things that makes it seaworthy or water-worthy. The third thing essentially is to have people conscientized about safety when they get into boats. Most of the time during the festive season, or when people are going to these water resorts, when there's a boat, all we want to do is to run onto the boat without checking safety measures that the boat owner has taken to ensure that your life is safe in case of an emergency. One basic thing to look out for is the life jackets. You don't have to wear them, but you need to make sure that you know where the life jackets are situated. So before the boat takes off, the skipper will take you through a safety drill, show you where the life jackets are, and there has to be an equal number of life jackets to the people on the boat. If there's an overload and there are not enough jackets, you can imagine what's going to happen for those who don't have life jackets on them. And the fourth and final one is to make sure that the skipper is not inebriated, is sober when they skip at the boat, because it is your life. If they're drunk, anything happens there, we know what happens when people are a bit intoxicated. Your response is slow. So those are the four basic things and messages that we are trying to drive through this boat show and many other boat shows that are taking place that we are participating in. You will notice now that we also have the licensing agencies that are accredited by SAMSA, where people go to do their skipper's test and everything else like that. And because of the number of boaters and people who come through the boat shows, these agents are here on our boats to, one, respond to the questions that the boaters may have, and also to give advice on what else to do with their boats and any other pertinent information needed and necessary for boating when preparing and planning for the holiday.